Remember when this dude went out and took his first Uber Eats delivery, right? And he said, "Oh, I was almost killed." I want to remind him that he has a $2 million security entourage protecting his ass, probably cycling around his silly butt, right? Here's what Uber's CEO told his teams to fix after he spent a weekend working as an Eats driver. The number one thing you can fix, asshole, is the pay. Pay the people what they are worth. Don't think, oh, I'm going to take one Uber Eats trip, Mr. CEO, $42 million guy, and here are my recommendations of what we need to fix. I'll tell you what you need to fix, asshole. And those are the earnings. Better pay. Nothing else. Very, very simple, asshole. Right? So here we go. Let's find out. I guarantee you he didn't bring up pay. I hope he surprises me, but don't count on it. Yeah, you're right. You have a very, very, very small penis. That's correct. Yes, that's how big it is. I agree. So Uber CEO Dara Khosrowshahi spent a weekend in June delivering food for the company. He suggested his team offer better instructions to couriers at multi-building apartments. Oh, Lord. And he praised Uber's routing and the speed in which couriers could find new assignments. Okay, what a letdown. Once an afterthought to Uber's ride-hailing service, delivery became the company's biggest business last year as COVID-19 pandemic closed restaurant dining rooms and kept people in their homes. By the way, if the video freezes, the link will be below. Even as the demand for rides began to pick up this year, a majority of the money Uber's customers spent with the company between January and June went towards deliveries. Earlier this summer, Uber CEO Dara Khosrowshahi hopped on his bike and spent a weekend delivering food to Uber customers. The experience, which he documented on Twitter, was more than a publicity stunt. Two Uber employees told Insider. Khosrowshahi used the weekend to observe the strengths and weaknesses of Uber's app for drivers and couriers and sent employees a long list of what he liked and what he wanted fixed. And you're doing this after driving a couple of Uber trips, right? Your team designed this. Oh, let me go and see what it's like. Oh, and here's my list. But not on on that list, you will find nowhere it says, I suggest we pay them better. One of the biggest suggestions was that Uber needed to offer more specific instructions to couriers delivering food to multi-building apartment complexes where it might be unclear which building the customer lives in, said Uber Chief Product Officer Sandeep Jain. And a second employee familiar with Khosrowshahi's feedback, whom Insider granted anonymity because they were not authorized to speak with the press. Khosrowshahi also said Uber needed to be more proactive about giving advice to new couriers, the second employee said. An Uber spokesman said the company had improved the first trip experience in recent months and was working on making it easier for couriers to navigate apartment buildings. On the positive side, Khosrowshahi praised the direction Uber's app gives couriers, its ability to quickly find new assignments for them, and the way it describes the amount of money a courier earns for given delivery. Don't feed us that shit, Dara. Seriously, people want to get better pay, period, nothing else. Improving Uber's apps has been a major priority for Khosrowshahi, who has spent more time working as a driver or courier in recent months. Andrew McDonald, Uber's senior arsehole, the vice president of mobility and business operations, told Insider that's inspired his executives to follow his lead. If Dara can do it, I should be doing that, McDonald said. You're both incapable. You both cannot do anything. The guy couldn't even do deliveries. He's worried that he got killed. Oh, no, you're going to go out and maybe someone wants your ass, McDonald. Right? Maybe they're after you as well. They're definitely after Dara. Maybe they're after Andrew McDonald as well. How about you take your security entourage with you? In July, Uber held what McDonald described as a fix-it week. Fix the frickin' earnings, McDonald. That's what you can do. Andrew McDonald, fix their earnings. If you're listening to drivers, if you're listening to the delivery drivers, fix their earnings and pay restaurants better. Don't take the majority of the cut, including incorrect information about how drivers in San Francisco could get their vehicle inspected and a menu button on the driver app that was too close to the button that would decline a ride. Khosrowshahi's engagement with Uber apps has injected a level of energy and enthusiasm for working on the platform that has never existed within Uber. McDonald. Dude, McDonald, stop blowing Dara and glorifying each and every one of his words. Andrew McDonald, have the balls to stand up to this BSO, bullshitting officer, Dara Khosrowshahi, and tell him the truth, what drivers want, namely better pay. Stop blowing your boss daily under the desk, Andrew McDonald, and wake up. Ladies and gentlemen, leave your feedback, please. What do you think?